Hi, this is Chris with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. Just here on the flanks between Peak 5 and 6, just north of Breckenridge. And as we're climbing up through the trees here, we're getting a bunch of big collapses. So shooting cracks, big collapses. Lower down in one of the little draws, we had a really cool one that propagated up this little drainage, probably 50 or 60 meters ahead of us. And it's not surprising. We have this really weak, junky snow at the bottom of our snowpack. And out of these last few storms, we're starting to get more of a cohesive slab sitting on top. So the basic ingredients we need for avalanches, I'm gonna do a quick ECT here to show you what these are failing on and how easy it is to get them to propagate. Down low, when I did the same test, I had it propagate on one tap from the wrist, which is unbelievably weak. And the fact that they're propagating up long distances is pretty telling that our snowpack is reaching a tipping point. The one good thing about these below treeline terrain is you can see there's not a lot of volume in the snowpack. So if you did trigger an avalanche, likely it'd have to be on a steeper slope, and it probably wouldn't be enough to bury you. However, if you were in a piece of terrain like I'm in now where it's surrounded by a lot of trees, if this whole slope carried me down, it could be very easy to get bashed into the trees and still get hurt. So even though these are maybe smaller avalanches, we still need to be careful and keep these obvious signs of instability on our radar. The conditions are getting more dangerous. So here we go. So that actually didn't propagate across this column, which was kind of interesting. Could just be that this slab is still so weak that it just didn't have the cohesiveness to communicate that fracture across this slope. It just kind of failed down through the column here, but because we had these cracks right next to it, we know that in this short distance that the slab might have gotten a little stiffer here and certainly could propagate that crack.